And today is the day we honor those who are still in the fight and remember those who lost their fight to breast cancer.
A big day indeed. The Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure happening at Chene Park right along Detroit's beautiful riverfront.
And joining us live this morning, the entire morning crew looking good in pink, guys. Good morning.
Well, thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, Sean and Lauren, and good morning, everybody, this morning. We are here at Chene Park. This is where the big race begins. We're expecting, I don't know, about 10,000 people to start pouring in here to enjoy another inspirational day to continue the fight against breast cancer.
Yeah, it's quiet right now, but we know that this is the 25th annual walk, so people are going to be coming out any minute, in fact. They raise a lot of money every single year. Last year, almost $1 million. They were at $918,000 that they raised in the fight against breast cancer, and this is really the largest walk in the entire state of Michigan.
Yeah, it's also in terms of the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cures, because they're all across the country, but this, as you said, not just here, but nationally.
Love being here. How about the beautiful skyline behind us? The setting down here is incredible. Still time to register. A lot of things to do with the kids, fun games and activities, so bring the whole family. And I just found out that one of the stars of The Sound of Music being performed at Melanie Betts is her name. She's at the Fisher Theater.
Very
It ends
cool.
this weekend. She's doing the national anthem and Climb Every Mountain here this morning. Which
And we
is so
should
fitting.
mention this is
Your
my
first.
her first Race for the Cure. I think this is maybe like my 15th. But it's always such a special morning, and we're going to have much more from here at Chene Park for the next couple of hours. We'll talk to some breast cancer survivors and tell you a little bit more about what this race means for our community specifically.
Some great stories coming up, so you definitely want to stick around for that. Lauren and Sean, we'll send it back into the studio with you guys.
Oh, Rhonda, you said it. Definitely a special, special morning. So glad you're with us.
Yeah, so many people getting ready to lace up those sneakers and come join you. We'll check in with you in just a little bit, guys. Time now 6:14 on your Saturday. Talk about inspiration. Today, thousands of Metro Detroiters lacing up their sneakers, putting on their pink for the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure.
And aren't you pretty in pink this morning, Lopo? Okay, the whole team, Evrod, Rhonda, Brandon, and Kim, out live with a preview of today's activities. You got a very brave survivor out there with you this morning. Good morning, guys.
Hey, and good morning to you too. Yeah, he's right, we do.
Yes, we do. This is Katrina Studvin. She is the chair of the Detroit Race for the Cure, and you're also a breast cancer survivor, so we definitely want to acknowledge that right off the bat.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to be here.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. 25 years in the making today.
It's a big deal.
Oh, it's a big deal. We're celebrating 25 years of local impact here in Metro Detroit, and we are going to wipe breast cancer off the face of the earth, starting here in Michigan.
Amen.
What does it feel like for you as a survivor joining here year after year with all the other breast cancer survivors and people who are walking for somebody that they know?
Inspiring. This is my 10-year survivorship anniversary. I was diagnosed at stage 30. Well, stage 3, age 30. So 10 years, didn't know if I was going to make it, and I'm happy I'm here at 40.
And we're happy you're here too.
Talk about just the impact of the day, the amount of money that's raised, and how that goes out into the community and really helps people battling breast cancer.
Registration today, sponsorship, fundraising dollars all make a difference in Metro Detroit. We service Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb counties. 75% of what we're going to raise today and up to July 1st is going to stay here in Metro Detroit. The other 25% is going to research.
And what does it do, the money? I mean, does it help women get tested, treatment?
Absolutely. It helps with awareness, screening, some treatment for women. We granted nearly $919,000 into Metro Detroit just last year. Still not enough. We still need more dollars, and so our goal is to raise as much as we can so we can impact our Detroiters.
Fantastic. Awesome. Well, Brandon and I, we're here in our Warriors in Pink, and there's a lot of pink here. It's very festive, and everyone who registers today, they're going to get this awesome Race for the Cure shirt. You can see it's got the heart and all the sponsors on the back, which, by the way, all these sponsors, such an awesome cause to give to, and also.
So what are you doing here today other than our morning live shots? You're looking for more shirts and more stories.
Exactly. I want to hear your story. There's going to be so many people out here today running for somebody themselves or whatever it is. I want to hear your story. So if you see me, come up and say hello, or if I come up to you, I want to hear your story, and I'm sure there's thousands out there that I can't wait to hear.
I get chills, Katrina. Do you as well? I mean, you're out here every year. There's new stories, and just hearing you speak was moving me, and it's such a great morning.
You know, It's huge to see the amount of survivors that are here. It's unfortunate that we see so much pink, but it's fortunate in that their lives are not being lost to breast cancer.
Yes.
So that means that there's a 99% survival rate when you're diagnosed. Early detection saves lives, and that's what we're preaching today.
Yes.
And you said that we are racing for the cure to end breast cancer, and that is the goal of everybody here. So we are excited for the race to start. It starts at 9 o'clock. You can still register here on site, right?
Absolutely.
All right, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody come on down to Chene Park. The weather's great so far.
Yeah,
Holding
it
up.
is. And we should mention coming up, we're going to be talking to your cousin. She was recently diagnosed with breast cancer and caught it thankfully early. So we're looking forward to talking to Danielle coming up. But you know that you were a big influence on her getting through that fight as well. So we look forward to seeing her.
Thank you.
All right,
right.
Katrina, congratulations already.
Thank you.
Have a great day. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Congratulations, Katrina. Great to see everyone.
Yeah, a lot more from Chene Park coming up throughout the morning. Thanks, guys.
All right,
Everyone's
guys.
looking good out there. Let's talk Race for the Cure and dig deeper into these inspiring stories. Danielle Harrison, she's a living miracle, and the way her breast cancer was detected is nothing short of a miracle either.
You are right about that. As we gear up for the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure this morning, here's a reminder to all of us how life-saving early detection can be. Rhonda Walker, live, and has a look at how her story is saving lives.
And I am standing next to Danielle Harrison right now, and it is a lesson to all of us about the importance of early detection. It was a miracle how your breast cancer was detected, and it's something that we want to share with everyone to help save lives this morning. It was a mere 10 months ago when Danielle Harris, a 14-year veteran of the Detroit Police Force and a vibrant 42-year-old mother of 3, was preparing to be a kidney transplant donor for her stepbrother.
We got tested in July of 2015 and found out we were a perfect match.
The family was elated.
So we just had to go forward with finding out was my body strong enough.
Danielle had no doubt.
I knew we were good.
Turns out she wasn't good at all. The night before the test, she had pain in her breast.
So I started doing a breast exam. Why, I don't know.
But it turned out to be a life-saving decision.
I felt this little teeny, like a little pea. It was real small right below my nipple.
When she arrived for the kidney transplant testing the next day, that doctor postponed the test until she could see her personal doctor, who prescribed a mammogram and ultrasound.
I had the mammogram, and they told me the mammogram came back benign that day. I was like, well, my doctor ordered an ultrasound too. You're going to give me an ultrasound?
Thank goodness Danielle was persistent. The ultrasound revealed something the mammogram did not.
That's when I began to get scared, because they was like, well, we want you to come back for a biopsy.
Within a week, Danielle went from the elation of preparing to be a life-saving kidney donor to the shock of being diagnosed with a very rare form of breast cancer, and she needed to see a surgeon right away.
It's called invasive lobular carcinoma. And my doctor, Dr. Koser, she told me that it was a very rare cancer that only 10% of the nation had.
If that wasn't scary enough, her doctor also said it's usually deadly.
She said that it was a miracle at least 10 times in there, that I found it so early, because this particular type of cancer, women don't find it until it's terminal.
But Danielle did find it and found incredible support from her family and friends.
It just overwhelming.
Her first call was to her cousin Katrina Studvin, the race chair for the Susan G. Komen Detroit Race for the Cure, and a 10-year breast cancer survivor herself.
Oh, she was my backbone. She guided me through, and she was there every appointment.
Within a month of diagnosis, Danielle had a double mastectomy at Karmanos Cancer Institute, and the men and women she took the oath to protect and serve did just that for their fellow DPD officer in need.
They actually did a fundraiser for me. They raised over $18,000. They've even donated comp time to me to extend the time. I had enough comp time to stay off 6 months.
The whole experience has been life-changing.
More caring, more compassionate. It slowed me down to the point to where I now smell the roses. I realized how valuable life is, and it's just really made me a better person as a whole.
Wave. I said wave.
And we are here with Danielle's prayer warriors. you have an entire team of prayer warriors, not just out here walking and racing for you today, but they rallied around you through this whole ordeal. What message do you have for them about their support?
Thank you. Thank you, because without those prayers, the days that I couldn't pray for myself, they prayed for me.
And I know we have your son here.
Yes, my son David, my mom, Stephanie,
Your mom.
and my daughter, Kayla, right behind you.
Aw, and we shared some pictures of them right there by your side while you were in the hospital. Talk to us, because you're a Detroit police officer, a detective. You used to work here
Yes.
at the Race for the Cure,
Yes.
patrolling. So what is it like to be here today as a breast cancer survivor?
Oh, that's kind of, it's different. It's hard. It's emotional. I don't want to say rewarding, but I'm glad to be here, and I'm not by myself. That's definitely so. At least,
What does that mean to you? Because now you have this whole new network of people that share with what you have been going through.
it's comforting.
Yeah.
It's comforting to know that I'm not alone, and I have someone that I could talk to. You know, no one in my family but Katrina has been through it, so it's definitely going to be a new family.
And what message do you have for others out there? Because you felt something that wasn't quite right and took immediate action. Some people don't necessarily do that.
Listen to your body. You know your body. You know it better than anyone. And definitely anything that's wrong, get it checked out.
And do you want to share, Mom, to see your daughter go through something like this had to be scary?
It was very, very hard, but God kept me through it, and I thank God for it.
Do you want to say anything to your mom or about this experience, seeing her go through this?
Only thing I'm going to say is family is incredibly important. You don't really realize how important they are until these moments, and it kind of seems like it would break everything apart, but it really brings you together when you're together in the kind of the most difficult moments in your life, you know?
Yeah. Do you want to ask anything, Everett? I know we have one mic here, but we want everybody to have a chance to talk.
What do you want to say to people who might have lost someone to breast cancer right now, just to give them hope as they're here joining in with everyone else?
God heals all. And if you have done everything else, try God, because he'll never fail you.
Wow.
Very well said.
We salute you.
Thank you.
We salute you and your Danielle's Prayer Warriors. Thank you guys for all coming out this morning. So you're walking, right?
Yes, I am. I hope I finish. I'm still in a little pain. I just had my last surgery about 2 weeks ago. So
Wow.
I hear whatever I can't do, my team will wheelchair me, push me through.
Yes, they will.
Yes.
Well, you stay in touch with us. We want to continue to follow your story and look forward to you getting back to work.
I'm not.
All right, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Rhonda, let Danielle know we are cheering for her back here in the studio.
Yes, and if you see Danielle's
I will.
Warriors out there in Shane Park, give them a salute, give them a hug, and one of the incredible stories out there in Shane Park today. Yes, we salute all of you.
I don't
Looking good out there.
I don't want that shot to go away. I want to see all that support and love surrounding Danielle.
That's what the Race for the Cure is all
Amazing.
about.